Hello, BookTube, and welcome to my COVID days and nights. Um, I've decided to try to do these videos regardless of how I'm feeling between sort of after 8 o'clock, say between 8 and midnight, so a 4 hour period. And normally, when I try to do videos, I try to do them whenever time of the day is when I'm feeling the best, and I'm not feeling the best at the moment. I haven't been feeling very well all day. Uh, Last night I didn't get much rest, or this morning, I sort of was dozing in my chair at about 2:33 o'clock in the morning, and then I laid down. Currently it's just after 8 p.m., so also time for my evening medication. Um, and Where was I? Say this is my mind wanders when it's like this. Yeah, I didn't. I was dozing off in my chair here. Very difficult to sort of concentrate and read, and then finally went to bed at about 2:33 o'clock. I rested for a little bit, for a couple hours, 3 hours maybe. It was as I was out. Well, it's six that I think I woke up. Um, and when I say wake up, I'm never really asleep, but I just sort of couldn't. Sort of get any more rest at that point. So, and I think I got up around 6:30 ish, and then I just kept dozing in my chair here. I tried to read because I'm behind, and got to read Hornblower and the Hotspur. I've still got 105 pages left. Doubtful I'll finish it tonight. But yeah, so and then I don't know what time I was dozing, and then I decided to lay back down. I didn't get back up until about 12:30. This is like a lot of days. Good days are different, but when it's a not so good day, this is sort of the way it is. I got up and I went downstairs, um, and just to try to I do it to it's a common area, but it's like I'm less. I seem to think it's less likely I'm going to doze off, but I do, and I did from about 12:30 to 3:30, I guess, and then I felt a little rested, so I read whatever the beginning of this up to like 105 pages left. And I was struggling there for a little while. And then, what is it, 6:30 or 7 o'clock? I came upstairs and I laid down, but that didn't do anything. So I'm back up. It's time to take my medication. It's 8 o'clock here now. Um, so yeah, so this is sort of a lot of days that aren't so good, and some days are worse, but some days are better when I get up at about 7 to 8 o'clock. Excuse me, and I I read till about, well, I get if I get up at 7:30 to 8, I read till about 9. Then I go downstairs just to get a different area, but usually around 10 or 11 I fade. So I need a nap of some sort, whether I'm sitting or laying down for a few hours. And then I'm usually pretty good again for several hours. Uh, and then I need to rest in shifts, or I can do other things in shifts, however you want to do it. The reading, and then like around 10, after 10, 11 o'clock, most nights I really fade, and it's sort of like I'm sometimes really good, and then all of a sudden, boom, within 10 minutes. And I never used to be like that. I used to go to bed at a certain time, and I didn't even have a certain time all the time. I try to now, but it seems that when things are going, when I'm feeling okay, the resting at certain times works, And then when I'm not feeling that well, and with COVID, the tiredness and the brain aspects, going to bed at a certain time just doesn't work, because either I'm not resting, or I rest and then I still don't get enough rest. So it's a weird thing. But I wanted to say that, yeah, I've been using I used the blood pressure monitor yesterday, but it was pointed out to me I was using it wrong. So I've used it, but my blood pressure is still high, and it's very much different between left arm and right arm. There's a vast difference there. Um, so I don't know. I still don't know if I'm using it correctly, because it's much higher than when the nurse was here on Friday. But she won't, or well, a nurse won't be back until this coming Friday, unless something happens with my leg, and that might be the last time they're coming. um, it's I understand that people get obsessed with taking their blood pressure, and it's like, God, no, it would never. I'll have to remind myself to take it and figure out a time and set a timer for it, because it's not something that I will take all the time. The thing that I like, that I'll wind up maybe holding with me, is this here, because it's not for my pulse, it's for my oxygen levels, because I routinely will have breathing issues throughout the day. And I'm always curious, because sometimes when I have breathing issues, my oxygen levels are fine. Other times, well, as I'm finding using this, it feels like I'm breathing okay, but my oxygen level is, it beeps. It's saying it's too low. It's under 90. It's about 85 or 86, 87, 88. And again, it's like it can't be the machines that are not working. So I think it's something else going on, which is very good. So this I'll keep around, and not obsessively take it, but every time that I feel that, basically, like right now, I'm having um, a little difficulty breathing, um, and I'm just curious to see what it'll say. But yeah, and then, because last night when I was videoing, I felt fine breathing wise, and it said 86. You know, see, it's a bit low now. It's 92. That's why it's beeping. So it's a bit low. And that's, yeah, my breathing. So this will be, well, the other one's as important, but I just have to make sure that I do it, and I have to record the results, and get that back to my doctor, because I think it's pretty obvious, if they're correct, that my blood pressure medication is not working up to snuff. It used to be perfectly fine, but that could actually explain some other symptoms that I'm having, because you see, this is uh, COVID. Long COVID does weird stuff. It affects one thing, but then that thing causes other issues, other health issues, and it just whatever. It goes around in a circle. I can't think of the word, and I can't pull it out. But anyway, that's it for now. I don't want to make these too long, so this is probably too long already. Uh, but yeah, so I'll probably wind up dozing here for a little while, or well, I'll try to read first. See you next time.